Good morning, traders. How are you? I hope you are well. I hope I wasn't just standing there with my mouth open, not doing anything, because we try and time the live stream exactly. But anyway, I hope you can see me and hear me, guys. Yeah, the live stream today. Today is Wednesday, the 22nd of February, just in case you didn't know what day of the week it is. And yeah, it's your opportunity, guys, to ask me as many questions as you like about trading. Yeah, it could be a currency pair that you're in, could be what else could it be? Could be psychology, could be money management, could be anything you like, guys. Could be some trading techniques. Yeah, so just let me know, guys, any questions for the next hour or so, and I will attempt to answer every single one of them. Morning, Colin. Hello, Colin. How are you? Yeah, I'm good. I'm good. I've had my no. What did I have for breakfast? I've had peanut butter on toast, and I've also got my vodka for breakfast. So I'm all good. Yeah, that's why I speak very fast, because I drink so heavy. I'm only joking. It's water, honestly. So guys, yeah, we're gonna sort of look at your trades and what you want to look at, guys. But I'm also going to show you my trade ideas for today as well. And we have got 4 potential trade ideas for today. So yeah, morning HMH, morning Godwin, morning Greg, morning Yamin. Okay, Yamin is straight in with pound Japanese yen. I like your attitude, Yamin. No messing around, no introductions, just pound yen. Do it, Tom. All right, let's start with pound yen. And then, yeah, like I say, guys, get any of your questions over and I'll show you my trade ideas as well. Let's start with pound yen. Okay, so pound yen, okay, is at a very interesting level, guys. All right, so let's start with the day chart. So on the day chart, guys, you can see that this grey zone here is an important level, okay? So price could move more into this grey zone. Yeah, it could quite easily do that. Or it could sort of change and have a bit of a retrace, okay? So, yeah, so that's the possibilities, guys. To be honest with you, you know, we are at the grey zone, but we are in an uptrend as well, guys. We are in an uptrend, okay? But what I have just seen, so we're at a grey zone, all right? And what I have just seen on this chart is, so obviously on the H4, guys, we are very oversold. This is the moving average 20 and price is, you know, up here. It's very overbought, this pair. So it's at a grey zone. It's very overbought. And what I've just seen, guys, is this on the H1. Yeah, this is what I like. Yeah, I've seen a box of indecision. Okay, and then this candle here has just broken the lows of this box of indecision. So as part of the VIP rooms, guys, yeah, the VIP rooms on Discord, come check them out. Yeah, part of the VIP rooms, I've actually entered this trade. I'm looking to take price back down to around 162.80. All right. Yeah, take some profit off of this trade around 80%. And then I'm going to let 20% run, guys. Okay, so I am actually in this trade short as we speak. Yeah, we've had a box of indecision, yeah, followed by a candle that breaks the lows. So I do think we have a bit of a room for a retrace. You know, we are in a grey zone. Things, yeah, I don't like the strength of that daily candle, but if we go to, I don't like the strength of this daily candle, but it was very news driven. Yeah. So because it was news driven, yeah, I still think, yeah, we can potentially look for some shorts before we start looking for longs again. All right. So, yeah, box of indecision, break of this box. I'm in this trade short. Yeah, for a bit of a retrace. And then, guys, what I tend to do, I tend to follow M15 structure. Yeah. So M15 structure has just been pretty much sideways. Yeah, hence the box of indecision. All right. And then we've had this break. So I'm just going to follow M15 structure. So if we get something like this, yeah, I will even, yeah, because I'm going against the day trend, I will even be quite aggressive with my stop and just trade down the M15. The last swing highs, I'll put my stop above it. So this is all about managing a trade, guys. And again, I talk about this as part of my mentorship program and also a little bit in the VIP Discord. So yeah, that is pound Japanese yen. I'm in a short. Pound Swiss franc. Let's have a look at pound Swiss franc for HMH. Morning investing with Ian. Good morning, sir. Let's have a look at pound Swiss franc. So I've got a level in here that I'm interested in. So this is actually one of my trade ideas for today. Guys, you keep picking trades that I am looking at. This must mean we think alike. This is good. If we're seeing the same thing, this is encouraging. You can also use it as a piece of confluence. Yeah, somebody else is seeing the same thing. So what am I seeing on pound Swiss franc, guys? This is also a trade idea for today, guys. So this is going to be my first trade idea. So what are we seeing? So we was clearly in an uptrend, all right? And then as soon as this low broke, we were in a downtrend. And that is one aggressive downtrend. Come all the way back down to these lows. And obviously we had a bit of a reaction. Yeah, we had a bit of a reaction. Okay. But now, with, potentially ranging a little bit. Yeah. But this last high hasn't been broken. Yeah. The close of this candle closed back into these highs. So for me, yeah, these last highs have not been broken. If they had been broken, then potentially it's a higher high, but it hasn't. Okay, so this high hasn't been broken, and price has also reacted at this grey zone, which has proven to be a good historic level where price has reacted. So I am looking for shorts back down to potentially this grey zone, guys. Okay, so this is what I'm looking for on pound Swiss franc. I'm looking for shorts. And guys, this is what I do. I do a top-down approach. So I look at the day chart to get my direction. And then I'm going to start, and then I drop down to the H1 chart because this is my entry time frame. All right. And you can see I've already got an alert in here, guys, because what I want to see is a break of these lows. Okay. So, yeah, we're clearly in an uptrend here. Price has, reacted at this grey zone a couple of times already. So what I want to see price break this level. My alarm will then go off. I will spring into action like Thor. I don't know. I couldn't think of anyone better, but Thor. Yeah. And when I get a break of this level, I am interested in this trade. Yeah. Depending on the strength of the candle, the H1 candle that breaks it as well. Yeah. And if we get a bit of a retrace, and then I'll be looking for shorts, guys. Okay. But I need a breakdown in this, this H1 structure. All right. If we go to the H4 now, my first target would be, so there's a couple of ways I look for targets, guys. So this last high here, yeah, this last high here on the H4, this could potentially be a good target. Okay. Or guys, what we can do is draw in some fib levels. All right. So we can take the lows of this, take it up to the highs. So potentially this could become a good area as well. I've always looked at fib levels, guys. I like them in terms of, targets. And I also like them that they're not lagging. So every other indicator is lagging, but you know, fib levels give you real time numbers. Yeah, that's not lagging. It's giving you a target. So let's remove that now. Yeah, because we've put our target in. So yeah, potentially we have room down to here. Okay. Yeah, and that will coincide with this moving average 20 as well. So this could be a real interesting level to potentially have a target. All right, so that's what I'm looking for. Pound Swiss franc, my first trade idea for today as well. We're looking to short that pair. Okay. Colin would like to look at Aussie dollar, US dollar. Was looking for a long. Okay. Morning, John. How are you, John? Good morning, mate. Aussie dollar, US dollar. Let's take a look. Okay. Let's start with a day chart. So, yeah, I mean, it's difficult to take a long. All right, first and foremost, let's get rid of that. Let's zoom in a little bit. You know, structurally, I still think we, you know, have room to the downside. Okay, I still think we have a little bit more room to go, yeah, as part of this downtrend. But what I need to see is potentially, you know, a break. So first and foremost, if you're looking for longs, I can't really, it'll be difficult to long this bearish candle. Okay, maybe if we get all the way back down to here and we get a bullish reaction, maybe there's some longs on the table. But because of this candle, you know, I would be only looking for shorts back down to these lows. Okay, but to be honest with you, it's not a trade idea today because we've got, because of this wick here, price is telling me we have buyers in this market. And because of this downtrend and this very bearish candle here, we have sellers in this market. All right, so for me, you're just going to have buyers and sellers knocking heads a bit. So for me, Colin, I wouldn't trade this pair today. If we drop down to the lower time frames, let's have a look at the H4. Okay, so yeah, I mean, if, you know, I would trade this back down to these lows, and then potentially if we get a very bullish reaction off of here, then perhaps we could look for some buys. If we go down to the H1, but as you know, I love to be with the H1 structure. So for me, if we were to look for longs, I would need, you know, perhaps something like this. Yeah, and then we start longing. Yeah, I need a break of structure. But for me, not a pair I'm interested in today because we've got those sellers and buyers fighting to the death. Let one of them win first, and then we will, you know, then we will trade accordingly. And yeah, but sometimes, guys, you know, it's a real good example of patience. If we go back to that day chart, yeah, this battle between these sellers and these buyers could take, you know, 2 weeks of price doing this. Yeah, we don't know, but we need to be patient. Eventually, we're going to have a winner. We're going to have a break of this level. Yeah, and we can start taking shorts, or we're going to start having a break up of this level, and then we can start buying it. All right, but yeah, you need to let the markets tell you that there's a winner. Okay, so Aussie dollar, US dollar, yeah, not for me today, but if anything, I would short it back down to these lows. Yes, we do. We have the German CPI in 20 minutes. Yes, thank you, Yamin, for pointing that out. We'll look at the news a bit later, guys, but yes, keep an eye out for that. Kwame, I hope I've pronounced your name correctly. If I haven't, then I apologize profusely. I've been looking at Aussie dollar, Japanese yen for shorts, but it looks like there is a support in the way. Yeah, okay, let's have a look at Aussie dollar, Japanese yen. So yes, there is support in the way. Okay, so yeah, this was an old target which it reached. All right, so we're going to get rid of that now. So Aussie dollar, Japanese yen. we are clearly at an area of resistance. Yeah, you can see historically price has reacted at this level, and we are still in this level, at this level. All right, but we are in an uptrend. Yeah, structurally, we're in an uptrend. We've got higher highs and just about, we've got higher lows and just about higher highs. So we are in an uptrend, all right? But we found some resistance. So what do I need to see? So for me to start taking shorts, I need to see a break of this level. Yeah, and then I think we have room back down to this grey zone and these last lows. Or for me to start looking for longs, you know, potentially a break of this level. Okay, so that's what I'm looking at in terms of the bigger picture, the day trend. All right, price, you know, you might find it start ranging. Yeah, we don't know. Let's see. But we're between two areas, you know, of support and resistance. Yeah, if we look on the H4, guys, you'll see this more clearly. Yeah, we're kind of ranging. Okay. All right. So we're back at this very important level as we speak. So I would not be selling now. Yeah. Looking at this chart, I cannot sell into this zone. Yeah. That I just cannot do it. Yeah. That doesn't compute in my brain. But like I said, if we get a break of this zone, yeah, perhaps a retest, then we have room down to this grey zone. And guys, you know, this is basically how I trade. I trade between my grey zones. Yeah, I do take a look at the bigger picture, but I'm pretty much trading between my grey zones. All right, so we could do that. Potentially, we're still in an uptrend. Let's see how price reacts at this level. If we get a very bullish candle, yeah, then potentially we could come back up to the top of this range. Yeah, this is also possible. So, yeah, we need to see what happens at this grey zone. All right. Again, if we drop down to the H1, you know, perhaps if this happens, yeah, we can see we're clearly, you know, in a downtrend. But if we get a break of this last H1 high, yeah, retest, then potentially we could come back up to this grey zone. Yeah, potentially. But for me, yeah, we cannot short this pair, Kwame, until we get a break of this grey zone. Yeah, then we can short it, but not until then. Okay, Aussie dollar, Japanese yen. Pound, Japanese yen, we've already looked at that, guys. Yeah, I've actually entered the short and I've put this in the VIP Discord, guys. So check it out for the VIP members. And guys, if you haven't joined Discord yet, come join our Discord channel. And we also have a VIP area as well now. So come and check it out. And also, guys, yeah, if you're enjoying this analysis, come join the channel. Yeah, I give you my trade ideas every day, along with these grey zones. Yeah, so yeah, come join us. We would love to have you and see your face. What else are we looking? Yeah, morning, Muyi. Okay, pound, US dollar. Sissik, hello. Thank you, Kwame. You nailed it. Merci. Thank you. Right, pound US dollar. Let's take a look at pound US dollar. This is at a very difficult level as well. So pound US dollar, what are we seeing? So, okay, so we're in a downtrend. Yeah, obviously this grey zone here has become very important. Yeah, it was very important. It still is important. And there's buyers sitting in here. And price has been pushed away from this level. Okay, so yeah, this was quite news driven yesterday. Yeah, this was quite news driven. There was lots of strong PMI data for the pound, and it's given this bullish candle. So potentially we could buy this pair up to these last highs here. Yeah, I'd buy it up to these last highs potentially. Okay. But it's not a trade idea for me today. If we look at the H4, guys, then, you know, potentially we could regard this as a potential level. We are with H4 structure. So if we got perhaps a retrace back down to these highs, yeah, we got a bit of a bullish reaction in here, then potentially, you know, we could take price back up to here. Yeah, potentially. Okay, but yeah, that's what I would be looking for in terms of structure. Yeah, so trades in here for a buy makes sense to me, but I need a retrace. Okay, or let's look at the H1, see what's happening here. So yeah, okay, so back down to this level. Yeah, so price comes back down to these last lows here, which corresponds with these highs. We get a bullish reaction. I think we can take price higher. So yeah, that's what I would be looking for on pound US dollar. Yeah, a bit of a retrace, and then we can start buying, guys. But bear in mind, yeah, all of this bullishness was all news driven. Okay, not technically driven. This was macroeconomic. Okay, so not a trade idea for me today, but if I had to, I would buy it up to this level. Okay, so that's pound US dollar. You are welcome. Let me show you a couple of my trade ideas, guys. So pound Swiss franc we are looking at. Yeah, I've already given you that trade idea. And I'm also looking at a couple of CAD pairs. So let's look at Euro Canadian dollar first of all. Before we do, guys, let me have some of my vodka. It keeps me going and keeps me sane when I trade. It should be in the Trading 101 handbook. Drink copious vodka. It shouldn't really. That is terrible advice. Right, so what are we seeing on the weekly chart? So, sorry, on the daily chart. Okay, so obviously, guys, we are in a downtrend. Ever since we broke this low here, we've been in a downtrend. Okay, and we're still in a downtrend until this high is broken. If this high breaks, we are in an uptrend. But this last high is still holding. This level down here was an important weekly level, and price has bounced off of that ever since. Okay, but it's EURCAD is coming up to a very interesting level here, this grey zone. So what I want to see, guys, is this. Yeah, we're not far away from the grey zone. So I think potentially price, this H1 structure will keep pushing up to this grey zone here. All right, but then once we reach this grey zone, I am super duper interested in shorts. Yeah, really interested in shorts, guys. So what I want to see is once we come up to here, I just want to see a breakdown in H1 structure. Perhaps we get something like this, yeah, and then price slowly breaks down. Yeah, we can trade the diagonal break, or we can trade the break of the low, but I need to see a break in structure. Then I'll be looking to take price, potentially back down to this grey zone and then leave 20% to run. Yeah, but this is what I'm looking for on Euro Canadian dollar, guys. Come up to our grey zone, a breakdown in H1 structure, and then boom, we can get into the trade. All right, but this breakdown in H1 structure is very important for me. All right, so yeah, that's what I would like to see on Euro Canadian dollar. So let's keep an eye out for that today, guys. What else am I looking at? And guys, don't forget, ask me as many questions as you like. I will show you my trade ideas, but get your questions ready. Pick this brain. Pick this brain. Right, what else are we seeing? Euro, what else? Yeah, pound Canadian dollar. This is also what I'm looking at. I have to look over here, guys. I do all my analysis and I write it all down. I'm very thorough when it comes to my analysis. So pound Canadian dollar. What are we seeing? Again, if we go to the day chart. So it's a bit of a mixed bag here. So we have seen, so price was in this uptrend, yeah? And now it's broken down. It was in this downtrend. Yeah, and it has, and this candle has broken these highs. Okay, however, it has come up to this grey zone now, yeah, which is an important grey zone. Yeah, we had this reaction here and this reaction here. So this grey zone is important to me, all right, like I say, because we've had a reaction here, yeah, and it's currently reacting as we speak. So I think we can, again, if we get a breakdown in structure, I think we have a bit of room to the downside. All right. So let's look at that on the H1, because as you know, guys, I love to see a breakdown in H1 structure. And potentially, you know, this could be a target, this last high here. Okay, so let's put that in as a potential target. But I still think we could have more of a retrace than that. So what do I want to see? I want to see a breakdown in H1 structure. Hence, I've got this orange dotted line is my alarm. Again, when my alarm goes off, I jump into action like Steven Seagal or Chuck Norris. All right, so we're still in an uptrend. Yeah, this is the last low for me. So potentially we could get a break of this. Yeah, then I would be interested if we break this low. Or price action could do this for a little bit. Yeah, it could carry on. It could come up here. It could mess around for hours on end. I sit on my hands. I have to be super patient. I sit on my hands until they are blue. And then when I get that breakdown, bang, that's when I am in this trade. Yeah, it could be up here. It could be here. Yeah, let price action tell you. But I need that structure breakdown. And then I'll look to take price to here, close 80% at this level, and then take price lower. I kind of follow M15 and H1 structure down. All right. So that is my second trade idea. So Euro Canadian dollar and pound Canadian dollar, we're looking to short those pairs, guys. Guys, get your questions over to me. Yeah, ask me questions. I love questions. Questions are my fuel. Next one, guys, what are we looking at? We are also looking at Euro pound. Yeah, I've shown you pound Swiss franc. We're also looking at potential Euro pound, guys. So let's take a look at that. So guys, yeah, what are we seeing? So on the day chart, okay, Euro pound, Peter, great minds think alike. Yeah, this is what I'm looking at as well. So this is the day chart, guys. Yeah, you can clearly see this diagonal structure, yeah, that I was taking trades from, yeah, ever since here, has broken. Yeah, so we've had a break in diagonal structure, but we've also had a break in this structure. Okay, so yeah, we've got not only a break in diagonal structure, but also horizontal structure. And you can start seeing now that we're seeing a bit of a downward pattern. We're getting lower lows and lower highs. Okay, so yeah, when we see these lower highs, guys, we could, you know, start putting something like this, right? So we have a rough idea of, you know, where price can go, where it could react. So the $1 million question with this is firstly, if this just carries on, if we get no retrace, yeah, we get no retrace and this just carries on, then okay, I've missed the trade and I am happy with that. I am comfortable with that, as long as I have my drink. Yeah, I have no problem with that, guys. Yeah, I've missed a trade. Okay, so be it. But 8 times out of 10, 9 times out of 10, you're going to get a retrace. Could be here, could be here, could be here, could be back up here. We don't know. All right, but we want to see a retrace before we start coming lower. And why do we want to see a retrace? Because a retrace represents value. Yeah, this price here is more expensive than this price here. Yeah, do you know what I mean? So if I was selling a car, I wouldn't, if somebody was selling a car, I wouldn't like to buy at this price. I would like to buy at this price. This here is cheaper. So we need a retrace for value. And also, guys, we need a retrace because let's imagine you entered on this candle. Yeah, your stop would technically need to be above the last swing high. Yeah, or even the entry candle. Yeah, so we need a retrace. Yeah, so we can hide behind the retrace. Yeah, we need retraces. I love a retrace. Everyone loves a retrace. It's pretty much how everyone trades, I would say. All right, so we need a retrace, guys. So the $1 million question is, where will it retrace to? So this is when we drop down to the lower time frames and try and pinpoint where it could retrace to. Okay, so we're going to look for some gray zones. So potentially, there's a this is quite a large gray zone, admittedly, but there's a gray zone through here. Yeah, price has reacted here, over here, reacted here. All right, so there is a gray zone, and it also corresponds with that diagonal support level. What it was once support could now potentially become resistance. So this gray zone is of interest. Yeah, this could become an interesting level to short this market. We can do more things, guys. Yeah, you could put a fib level in. Okay, so these are the important fib levels. This one, this one, this one. But this fib level, yeah, corresponds with this gray zone, this diagonal support level that is now resistance. Yeah, so this gray zone is building up to be quite an interesting level. All right, so let's remove all of this now. So I think, yeah, this level here has become the interesting level for me. Price could come back up to this level, which is also an interesting level. I would even slightly adjust this. Yeah, because I just wanted to take in this action here. All right, so price could do this, guys. So when price retraces, we need a retrace. Once price gets into this gray zone, then what am I looking for? All right, so let's take a look on the H1 chart now. So on the H1 chart, what am I looking for? Well, I think some of you know, guys, what I am looking for. So if price comes back up to this level, yeah, comes back up to this level, yeah, and this gray zone, then what I'm looking for is a breakdown in structure, or I'm looking for this level to hold. So if this level holds and we get a very bearish reaction, yeah, this high isn't broken, then we can take this pair lower, okay? But if price comes up, it wants to go up a little bit higher and breaks this last H1 high, then I need to wait and see what price does. If price consolidates and then we get a break lower, yeah, then potentially, again, I'm looking for shorts. But it's all about the breakdown in that H1 structure. Okay. Again, guys, price could come all the way back up to here. But again, I'm looking for a breakdown in structure. All right. And then when I get that breakdown, I am all over it. Okay. So that's what I'm looking for, guys. Also, what I'm looking for, sometimes we get, let's say this last high holds and we get a very bearish candle that looks something like this. Excuse my drawing, I have been drinking. All right, but let's say we get a very bearish candle that looks something like this. I will then drop down to the M15 chart and look for a potential breakdown as there as well. Okay, so if M15 structure, let's drop down to the M15 chart now. Okay, because if you imagine, guys, remember this is that gray zone we're interested in. Currently, we are in an M15 uptrend. Okay, maybe it does this. Yeah, maybe it does this and comes back up to this last high. Then we get a bullish H1 candle. Yeah, I need a bullish H1 candle followed by an M15 breakdown. So let's say this is the bullish H1 candle that we see, but I'm still not satisfied until we get a break in M15 structure. I am all about breaks in structure or going with structure. Yeah. Yeah, so as soon as I get a break in structure, it just acts as another piece of confluence for me to start shorting that pair. All right, so guys, yeah, if I see that happen, I will also short this. I will short the hell out of it. All right, so yeah, guys, that's what I'm looking for in terms of entries and retraces and structure. Okay, so yeah, I hope that helps with your trading, guys. Cicichello, you are welcome. You really value these sessions. Well, you are welcome, mate. I appreciate the kind words. Okay, well, Cicichello, 88.7% win rate. That is excellent. Yeah, very good indeed. And yeah, a quick thing about money management, guys. Yeah, so Cicichello's talking about money management there. So let's just do a quick thing about money management. All right, so let's pick a trade that we could potentially look at. All right, so this was, let's look at a trade I took yesterday. Okay, so this New Zealand yen trade. I took this yen trade yesterday. So guys, money management in a nutshell is this. Yeah, this is your entry candle. Okay, come down to your grey zone. Your higher time frame idea is to long this pair. Yeah, we're looking for longs potentially back up to here. This was my target up here. And this is your entry candle. So you enter on the close of this candle and you put your stop below here. Yeah. Whatever this may be quite basic to some of you guys, but this is money management. Yeah. Whatever this is, guys, you need to determine that this is X% of your account. Yeah. X% of your equity. Could be 1%, could be as high as 5% of your equity. And then it doesn't matter how big your stop loss, every stop loss should be the X% that you've agreed on. So let's say we've agreed on 2%. Okay, so this here we know is 2% of your equity. All right. Let's imagine you entered here. Let's imagine you entered here. Yeah, and logically you have to put your stop below the last swing low. Okay. Yeah. Oh no, let's pick a different example. Let's imagine you entered on this candle. Let's go for an extreme example. Let's say you entered on this candle and this is your stop loss. This is still 2%. Yeah, this is simple money management. This is 2%. This is 2%. Yeah, both of these are 2%. Yeah, it doesn't matter if, it doesn't matter how big your stop loss is. You need to agree some parameters with yourself in terms of money management. Okay, so simple management, money management 101. If you don't break those rules, you'll never lose more than 2%. But what you do need to think about, guys, when you're entering a trade is your risk to reward. Obviously, if my target is up here, this is my risk and this is my reward. Yeah, it doesn't make sense. Whereas if this is my risk, yeah, and this is my reward, yeah, here, then it makes sense. So, yeah, be very rigid with your money management, but really focus on the risk to reward, guys. Yeah, you must focus on that to make it a legitimate trade. Okay, guys. Novran, how the devil are you, my friend? Let's have a look at Aussie dollar, US dollar. We did look at this earlier, and it's a bit of an untradeable one for us today. Yeah, because if we look at the day chart, yeah, this grey zone is an important grey zone. Yeah, price has reacted historically, yeah, many times in this grey zone. So we know that this is a good area for support. Yeah, it's a good area for support. However, you know, we are in a downtrend. All right, we're in a downtrend, but we've reached a good area of support. So as I explained earlier, guys, when this happens, yeah, look at this wick here. You've got buyers, and with this candle here, you've got, and it's in a downtrend, you've got sellers. So we need to let buyers and sellers fight to the death. Yeah, you're probably going to get a bit of this action, a bit of sideways action as a result. And then eventually we need to see a winner. We see a winner come out of this grey zone. Buyers have won the battle. We can come back up to here. If sellers win the battle, then they're going to break out of this grey zone. Yeah, and then we can start shorting this pair. But what you're going to have with a lot of the US dollar pairs, you're going to have buyers and sellers fighting. All right, so wait until there's a winner. You might wait 8 days, but so be it. Yeah, I trade 28 currency pairs, guys, so I have lots of opportunities to get into trades. But yeah, you need to be patient and wait for a winner in this grey box. Yeah, wait for a winner here. Breaks this, sell it. Breaks this, buy it. Even breaks this, buy it. Okay, guys. Any more questions? Any more questions? Let me show you a little technique that I use, guys. Yeah. And before I do, guys, if you're enjoying this analysis, then yeah, come join us. Yeah, I give you my trade ideas every day. Also show you little techniques that I use. So if you're enjoying this analysis, come join us. Subscribe to the channel, smash the notification button, and smash the like button, guys. All right. Hi, Aaron. How the devil are you? So yeah, I'm going to show you a little technique now. I'm actually going to put this in my VIP Discord as well. Okay. New Zealand Japanese yen. So a trade idea from yesterday was this. Yeah, this is the day chart. We've sort of broken out of this channel. Let's zoom in so you can actually see what the hell is going on. Yeah, so we had this kind of, yeah, this downward daily channel. So it was in this downtrend, but then price broke up. So we're seeing higher highs, yeah, and we are in potentially an uptrend. And we had this very bullish candle, all right? And then price has been coming back to this zone. This zone has been holding. Yeah, this zone is stronger than Arnold Schwarzenegger at the moment. That could all change, all right? But this has been holding. If we zoom in now, we also had this bullish candle. Yeah, so this bullish candle was telling me we could take price back up to these highs. All right. So yeah, this is what I was looking for. This was in my channel, guys. Every day I give you these trade ideas, and this was one of my trade ideas. So we were looking to buy this pair. All right, now let's drop down to the H1 chart. I'm going to show you a technique I use that, you know, works wonderfully. So I believe anyone can pick a good trade, guys, but it's how you manage bad trades or even manage good trades. This is the holy grail of trading, how you manage a trade. Yeah, anyone can see support and resistance. That's a good level. Let's short it. Let's buy it. But it's how you manage a trade. So let me explain. So yesterday, guys, yeah, remember I was looking for shorts. We had that big bullish daily candle, and then I was looking for shorts. So I have my 2 grey zones mapped out. I have this grey zone, and I have this grey zone. All right. This is where price could react. So I was actually seeing these two bullish candles bounce off of this gray zone. All right. This is what I was seeing. Yeah. And then I got a bit of a retrace because I hadn't woken up yet. I got to the trade a little bit late, but I was still seeing all this bullish buying pressure. So I actually wanted to start buying here. Yeah. The idea was to take it back up to here. Okay. I didn't like this bearish candle, and eventually my stop down here was broken. But so I've entered here. Yeah. But this is not a stop. Yeah. This is what's, you know, this is what I'm talking about in terms of management, money management. This is actually a sell order. So I'm in a buy order here. Well, I'm in a buy, not an order. I am in a buy, but this is sell order 1. And then sure enough, price comes back down and takes me, you know, this is my protection. It's not a stop loss. I'm still in this trade, but price comes and takes my sell order. All right. At this point, I am in this amount of loss. Yeah. I am in a buy and a sell order, and I am holding, this is a loss. I'm holding this loss, this losing trade. But then price comes back down to my gray zone and we get this candle. Okay, we get this candle. And remember, my higher time frame view is to buy this pair. And I've got my 2 gray zones mapped out. And then we look to buy this pair. All right, so we've got another reaction according to my gray zone. So I can enter this pair. So what I do at this point, yeah, I enter a buy 2. Okay, and I close this sell order. So at this point here, I'm in a buy 1, buy 2, and below this low, I put a sell order to the value of buy 1 and buy 2. Okay. You know, this isn't a miracle, guys. This isn't a miracle cure for trading and you know, but it really helps manage a trade. Because bear in mind, guys, price could come down and enter you into this sell order. Yeah. But as it happens, it didn't. Yeah, we've got a bounce up. So I'm now in a buy 1 and a buy 2. So when price comes back up to this H1 level, yeah, you've got a decision to make. So at this level, I will definitely close my buy 2. Yeah, I will close this buy 2 for a very nice profit. You could also close the buy 1 at this level. And that's what I actually did because of all these rejection wicks. Because of these rejection wicks, this was the reason I closed my buy 1. So I've closed my buy 1 as well. So I've made profit on the buy 1 and I've made this profit on the buy 2. I've also made a small profit on this sell order. Okay. So all in all, this becomes a very profitable trade. Yeah. It's gone from potentially, if I just had a stop loss, it would have just been a losing trade. But now it's gone to a very profitable, very good trade. All right. So yeah, this hedging technique and getting in at your different gray zones is a very powerful tool, guys. I talk about it in some of my tutorials, so check them out on the YouTube channel. I also talk about it in the Discord channel. So if you haven't joined the Discord channel, come join it, guys. I've also got the VIP room. In the VIP room, I'm posting videos about managing trades. All right. So yeah, this is not the holy grail, but managing trades is the holy grail. And there's many different techniques to managing trades, but yeah, managing trades is what you need to do as a trader. Rarely, guys, will it be as simple as this. Yeah, we have an entry candle. I enter here. My target is here, my stop is here. Rarely is trading that simple. Yeah. Sellers want to take it lower. Yeah. Then they want to buy it. And then eventually they let you buy it and get into this trade. But, it's all about managing a trade. Okay. So that's one example of managing a trade, guys. All right. So, yeah, I hope that helps. If you've got any questions about this technique, ask me in the Discord channel in the VIP rooms. So Cisakello is asking me about inflation, interest rates, a forced recession. So this is going to sound quite controversial, but news and the macroeconomic view is just all noise. It's just noise to me. Yeah. Obviously, if we look at the economic calendar, guys, I'm interested in the important news for today. Yeah, I generally won't be in a trade at this point, but obviously I'm interested in the news release because this can really move the markets, all of these 3-star ratings. So I am interested in when this data is released throughout the day. But the higher time frame macroeconomic view, I have one, but I don't let it interfere with my trading, because all of these views that you have, could be midterm, could be long term, could be 3 years away. So they are not going to impact how I trade on the hourly chart today. Yeah, they're going to have no impact whatsoever. It's just noise. Yeah, I understand, interest rates need to rise to slow down inflation, and it's all about, cooling down the economy or speeding it up, and everyone's talking about a recession, and if we get 2 months of GDP being decreasing, then we're technically in a recession. I understand the economics, the macroeconomics, but not interested. Yeah, noise. It's all noise. Don't let it interfere with your trading. Okay, this is hedging. Yes, it is. It is what it is. Yes, it is. The problem with hedging is you've entered here. If this sell order now gets taken out, you're in a very large loss. But long as you're following your money management, you're okay. Yeah. So you need to bear that in mind, and also class this as an individual trade and this as an individual trade. Yeah. There are some methods I can show you guys. All right. Aaron, I agree. Adding to a position is always a tricky one for me. Can you explain at what point you add to your account trade? Yeah, I agree, Aaron. Yeah, I totally agree. Look, adding to this trade. Yeah, so I enter here. Yeah, I then enter again here, and my sell order is here. My sell order is here. But what you need to do is trade your setups. Yeah, so this is a trade for me. Yeah, a bullish reaction at my gray zone. I'm looking to do this. This is a trade idea for me. A bullish reaction, yeah, at a gray zone. So only add to a trade if it still corresponds with your setup and your view of the market. I tell you what I also looked at with this trade was the H4 chart. Yeah, because the H4 was in an uptrend. Yeah. So this low, like I say, keeps holding. And we actually got this candle, and even this candle broke the highs of this candle. So this still gave me the confidence I was potentially trying to buy from here, but I could also buy from here. Yeah. So the fact that I was with H4 structure also gave me the confidence to keep buying this yen pair. All right. So yeah, don't add to trades for the sake of trying to get yourself out of trouble. Yeah, do not do that. But do add to your trade if you have another setup. Yeah, if you have another setup, add to your trade. Yeah, if you don't. All right. And also look at, are you still with the H4 structure? Does it still make sense on the day chart? And if it does, trade your setup. But don't average into losing trades when you're just trying to get yourself out of trouble. That is a recipe for disaster. All right. For example, if I entered this trade here, and it broke this low and I'm in a sell order and I never got a reaction here. Let's just say price did this and broke this low and came back down. I am just holding this loss. I could hold this loss for 2 days, for 3 weeks. Yeah, this is just part of my drawdown, part of trading. Yeah, so if I would just hold this loss, this buy and this sell at the same value until I get another setup. Yeah, simple as that. Okay, so guys, good questions, guys. Yeah, good information, good questions, guys. Let's take a look at today's news now. Guys, before I look at the news, if you've been enjoying this analysis and would like to receive it every day, then come join us, subscribe to the channel. Also, guys, come join our Discord channel. Lots of great ideas on there, traders sharing knowledge and ideas. And if you'd like a general chit chat with a fellow trader. Right, news for Wednesday, the 22nd of February. So overnight, guys, we had the New Zealand interest rate decision. It was as expected, but it gave some real strength to the New Zealand, currency. Couldn't think of the word for a second. So that's been and gone, guys. News we've just had is this. Coming out of the Euro, German CPI was better than... Oh, no, let's have a look. Let me refresh this chart. Yeah, so we've just had this German CPI data was as expected, guys. Okay, so that's been and gone. The next piece of news we're interested in is this. So we've got the business climate coming out of Germany, a 3-star rating. So this will really affect any euro pair. If we carry on down, the last piece of news we're interested in is this. At 7 o'clock, London GMT, we've got the meeting minutes coming out from the Fed. So this can obviously move any US dollar pair, pretty much any pair really, because the Fed is all powerful. And that's it, guys. Yeah, I hope you've enjoyed the vid. I hope you've enjoyed the live stream. Enjoy me every Wednesday. We're going to start doing a live stream for the New York Open on Thursdays. We'll confirm the time, but we're going to start doing that from next week. So tune in for that as well, guys. I hope you have a wonderful trading day, and I will see